Well, good morning and welcome to UkraineDating.tv, the world's first and only by donation video platform that is designed for Western men to get to know and meet Ukrainian women and win the hearts of Ukrainian women. Anyway, so today's topic: Ukrainian women reveal what really matters in a man. Let's get to the video here. One second, you guys. Okay, there it is. All right.
If you're going to wake up and turn to your partner when you're 70 and think, oh my God, I'm so glad you're hot. You are so hot.
Yeah.
Then sure, marry for hotness. But if you've been through life a little bit, and I think most people who are on a second marriage know, shit happens in life. It is hard. You're going to have, maybe a kid with special needs, or your dad gets dementia, or you get diagnosed with cancer. Who are you going to want to come home to? Who is going to hold you when you are sobbing on the floor and tell you we're going to get through it together? I think those things matter.
All right, sorry guys, I just realized my microphone was on mute. Okay, so today's topic is Ukrainian women reveal what really matters in a man. So, yeah, okay, again, welcome to UkraineDating.tv. My name is Zhenya, and let's start this. By the way, so we have the polls that are working today, and they are: what do Ukrainian women value most in a man? Number one, loyalty, it's at 60%, looks at 0%, emotional strength at 20%, and ambitious is at 20%. So you guys leave your comments on that, please, and please like the video. Well, let's get to the discussion of that. Yeah, exactly my what she said, it hit the nail right on the head or whatever. On the top. Anyway, I consider it as a hat. Anyway, you're right. First of all, I said to Ukrainian women simply because, again, my own opinion. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, this is a little bit better. I think yes. Anyway, so my opinion, Ukrainian men, like Slavic men, not that good looking. So we're okay with. It's just, I guess, our reality. So looks, like I said, my grandma told me ever since I was a kid. Um, the man should be a little bit better looking than a gorilla, but as strong as a gorilla. I added that one, but anyway, my point is like looks. They vanish. They vanish. Like I said before, sometimes sooner than later. Some people age like fine wine. Some age like milk. So if you're gonna concentrate on, oh my god, the hotness, eh, you know, it, like I said, in my case, well, you can't really tell because I have to be closer, and even then, anyway. So my point is that um, I burnt. My face burnt. I had first and second degree burns. My face was first degree. Lucky me. This was second degree in my back, in my chest. So I would probably, if another second more, my face would have been burnt. And if I only relied on my looks and was a crappy person in life, I'm pretty sure everybody would turn away from me. They wouldn't want to be around me because looks don't really matter. But I gotta tell you one thing though: you don't have to be the best looking one, but first impressions are everything. Okay, so you don't have to wear a money suit or a Hugo Boss suit. You don't have to drive like a Lamborghini or not even a Mercedes Benz. Those things don't matter to high quality Ukrainian women, or to be honest, like any high quality woman. And I'm not talking about high quality. She has to be like CEO something. To men, high quality means like nurturing, loving, loyal, caring. Those things matter to men. So if you want to find a woman like that, first impressions mean a lot. Not saying they're everything, but you have to make sure your shirt is ironed. Like don't go on a date and you don't care what you look like. You just wear whatever, just a hoodie with holes in it. Like, make sure if you're picking her up, you make sure your car is clean, you know, these kind of things. It's just bare minimum what we as Ukrainian women expect from our men. Because, like I said, in Ukraine, most people are equally poor. Okay, so we understand not everybody can afford a fancy suit or a fancy shirt. Just be clean. Okay, make sure that you do a little bit of chivalry. Open a door for her, and Ukrainian women love flowers. Not me personally. I don't like flowers. I appreciate them, but I don't because once they're cut, they die fast. I prefer plants. So, but Ukrainian women like the gesture of a guy bringing her flowers. Again, you don't have to go out of your ways and get fancy flowers and spend a lot of money on it. No, get her one rose. Even though, okay, so in the West, unless you like, if you go to like a grocery store, you can buy a bouquet for cheap. Um, but I suggest even just one rose. It's very elegant. It doesn't cost a lot of money. It's not gonna break the bank. It's just the thought that counts, and it's still a beautiful flower. And all women like roses. I mean, rose is not my first choice, but I love lilies. But hey, my man brought me roses for Valentine's Day, even though I told him specifically, don't get me any flowers. I'm good. He still did it, and it's a nice gesture. Because it came from love, and I appreciate it. And one of them is still in the cup because separated, and it's all wilted, but I'm keeping it. I'm gonna dry it out anyway. So, okay, so let's see. Let's see some comments here. Hi, Dan. How are you? And I would say loyalty. Loyalty. Well, loyalty. I think it's just comes as a standard package. It's not something that you have to go out of your ways to do. You know, I personally voted ambition. That was my choice. And ambitious, it doesn't mean that, oh, you have to like all go and chase money, or no, just ambitious, just to even, I don't know, do some nice things, like even be, I prefer maybe a little bit spontaneous. Again, you don't have to go out of your ways to impress a woman. You have to be funny. Every woman, if you can make her laugh, you can most likely kiss her. Okay. And right off the bat, there has to be attraction. It doesn't have to be like, oh my God, he's so hot, you know, but it has to be attraction. And over time, you know, you can guys grow on each other. But again, the basics is that she has to be attracted to you. No matter what, if she's not attracted to you, it's not gonna work. It's a sad truth, no matter what you do for her, if there's no attraction, this not no. And I don't really believe in like really that much. If the guy is pursuing the lady and she's not attracted to him, staying friends is not an option. Okay, there's really not an option because the guy's always gonna have some sort of feelings for her. She's never gonna reciprocate them, so don't bother. I'm telling you right now. And but see, that's the thing. I see it in the West a lot. Like a lot of single mothers, they will have a child with a good-looking dude, who's broke, who is not ambitious, who doesn't have anything to show for, because that's just human. It's just animal nature. Animals, females always choose the strongest one, the healthiest one. That's what they want because they want to breed. They want their offsprings to be, well, in human cases, they want them to be good looking. They want them to be healthy. They want them to be strong, tall, this, that. So they will breed. I see it in the modern dating, whatever world. A lot of women just date with good looking dudes. They have good looking babies, but then they're looking for a stepfather who is stable, who's not good looking, but he has a good head on his shoulders. But that's the West. Okay. Anyway, Let me see what you got to say because I really need to know. Okay, so let's see. Secret dance move. Hello, secret dance move. I think you're a new person. Okay, sorry to see that Trump is blackmailing your country. The whole world is rightly disgusted by this. Okay, well, that's not good. Political here. This is dating. Um, I I watched it yesterday, the whole thing. Anyway, yeah. Well, to be honest with you, he's blackmailing Ukraine and Canada because I live in Canada. So just so you know, secret dance. I grew up in Ukraine and I've been living here for almost 26 years. So I lived there for 18, almost 18, 2 months shy. So yeah. Anyway, let's see. Okay. Oh, my bad. It's just see Ukrainian dating, not politics. Yeah, that's yes, not politics. Even though I guess if I had my own channel, I wouldn't mind talking about politics because I am kind of invested at this point. I live in Canada and Trump is. Anyway, let's drop this. Anyway, so secret dance move. I will say blah, I was to comment on the incident later on. It's a disgrace, very shameful. Not because I'm following the channel, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And yeah, well, okay. I'm gonna put in my 5 cents on that. He's blackmailing Canada. He says that we're trafficking so much fentanyl, which is not true. It was only 49 pounds found. Anyway, so he wants us to join so he can get free oil and blah blah blah. So and our minerals. And now he's after Ukraine. But anyway, let's drop this. Let's talk about how you can get a nice Ukrainian woman. Okay, so okay, yeah, I just read that. Whew. Anyway, support to Ukraine. Thank you guys. Thank you. My family still lives there, so I will not go further on this channel. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's see. Bob Scott. Hello, Bob. Okay, hello. I voted ambition. Thank you. I voted ambition as well because it shows a desire to grow and improve exactly, and that is important for sustaining and connecting now and in the future relationship. Just my thoughts. Yeah, I agree with you. I totally agree with you because living, it's constant growth. Yeah, emotional, hopefully not physical. Once you reach a certain height, then the only way you can grow is this way, and let's not do that. But um it's emotional, intellectual growth. So me, for example, I like to read. I like to watch documentaries, so me and my man have that in common. And I couldn't be with someone who is just kind of stuck in his ways and don't doesn't want to grow, um, and doesn't have any other interest other than just go to work, come back. This is and like this would be boring, right? Again, I don't expect extravagant. I'm talking about boring. If I have nothing to talk to you about, if we cannot just you don't have to have sex all day. Let's say sex is out of the picture, right? Then what do you have other than if you just like a guy or a girl is just hot and you guys bang bang bang. I don't know, something happens, your PP doesn't work, something happens, she cannot perform. I don't know, just hypothetical, right? If you don't have a fundamentals, like if you cannot have a conversation with your wife, your husband, if you can't just enjoy simple things in life, like you go broke, let's say, and you can't travel anymore, you can't take her out on fancy dinners, you can't just do these things. If you have no fundamentals to your relationship, then that the relationship is doomed. That's why I said when men chase beautiful women just based on their looks because they want to have a eye candy, trophy wife, those relationships don't work. And if a woman is always chasing, oh, I need somebody with money, I need somebody with stability, yes, understandable. But if you're chasing money, then and okay, if she's chasing money and he's chasing looks, it might work for a little bit. Let's say he goes broke, she leaves him right there and then. She will take whatever he has left and leave him. And let's say if she gets fat or I don't know, gets ugly, he will move on too because he still has the money. He's like, okay, well, you're ugly. I mean, okay, I gotta go. So my suggestion to everyone, don't try and chase anyone to begin with. It's just chasing is not the right thing to do, because if you are that desperate, if you're just like, oh, maybe she'll like me then, and if I get her this and blah blah blah, that really never works. She will use you for the time being, or he will use you for your good looks while you're still, good looking, and then he'll move on, and she will move on. And like I said, if you make her laugh, if you can have a conversation, me and my man, sometimes we just turn them, like, we turn the TV off, we don't watch TV, we watch movies, and we just talk. We can just spend all evening, all day talking. We always have something to talk about, and it just brings me joy, and it doesn't cost us anything. Okay, so you have to find someone that has, that has your interests. Say you guys have same interests, not all the interests, because well, unless you're, I don't know, like Tyson deGrassi, right? I don't know if you know him, but he's an astrophysicist, and he's been married to his wife since 80, I want to say 83. I was still 2 years old. Anyway, and they have a lot in common because they studied the same university. She's a mathematician, so they're super smart. So they have that in common, of course, yes. But so you have to have the main interests in common, and then other stuff, like my man prefers to read and journal. I tried journaling. I don't know. I can't really sit and then just write. He's writing. He's always writing. But me, I can sit down and I draw and I paint. So like they're not the same interest, but in the same category, I suppose. So that is important. Um, 1 second, you guys. I'm just scrolling here. They always move stuff around, and then I need to find this word. Okay. Anyway, one moment. Let me have a sip of. So, how's everybody doing anyway? You guys, what's going on in your lives? Mm, that's what I was looking for. Match guarantee. Register. For free. Check out the ladies. You can actually check them out without even registering, but I suggest you do. Anyway, so let's see. Okay. The next, Will said he basically saying he won't help unless you give us all your minerals. Disgusting, right? Yeah. And getting mad too. But anyway, it's all a shakedown, taking advantage. Okay, yeah. Okay, Zhenya, what signs or hints do Ukrainian ladies can what the Ukrainian ladies could give to a man to encourage him to tell his love feelings to her and overcome the fear of rejection? What signs or hints, ladies? Well, if so she plays with her hair, if she's interested. It's not just Ukrainian women. If you guys on a date and she has long hair, if she has short hair, it's very uncomfortable, so she's not gonna do that. Plus, it'll look stupid. But if she has long hair and is down and she starts playing with her hair, that's a sign she's into you. I got a splinter. Crap. Sorry, you guys. Ow. Where the heck did it come from? Oh, right. I thought I got it out. Anyway, so if she's playing with her hair. If let's say you guys at the dinner, she touches you, like any physical touch, that's usually an indication of her interested in you. I don't know, her laughing at your jokes, smiling a lot. These are like, if she eye contact. Eye contact is crucial. If she is avoiding your eye contact, then yeah, chances like mm, maybe the first date, I can understand she's being shy and traditional, this that. But once she warms up, like if you guys on second, third date, and she's still avoiding making eye contact, she's not interested. Don't waste your time. And you guys, I'm telling you from a woman's perspective, if you think, being that's the word I'm looking for. Persistent, yeah. Persistent will get you anywhere. If she's, like I said, if she's not interested in you, no matter what you do, she's still not gonna be interested. High value woman will not be. And throwing money around only will attract vultures. Okay, so it's like throwing dead meat. They smell it, they come, they feast, they leave. That's exactly what's gonna happen. The gold diggers, they will come, use you for your money. So don't ever lead with your money, ever, because that's, again, you're only gonna attract gold diggers, and high value woman will look at you like, really? Is that what I've when I was younger and single, I've had men that would try and take me on very fancy dates, like five-star restaurants, and I'd be like, why are you taking me here? Like, that's not what we're here for. I don't really want to sit and, what if the date doesn't even go well? Then you're stuck sitting there with your food. Wait, you have to wait for the food for about 20 minutes, then eating it, and then you're not gonna just blah, 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 and then quickly take off, right? So I suggest first date always has to be something simple. If it's nice weather outside, go grab a coffee, bubble tea. I think everybody likes bubble tea. I've never met someone who doesn't like bubble tea. I'm sold. But a good place though, don't, because and none of that fake stuff, like how they put powders. Don't. Spend an extra buck and get fresh fruit bubble tea. All right, let's see. So yeah, like I said, smiling. If she keeps smiling, if you keep making her laugh, you're smiling, she will automatically warm up to you. First impressions are important. Yes, but what's that? I forgot that saying. Crap. Anyway, so first you have to make a good impression, but then when you leave, she wants, and just have a good conversation with her. Always ask about. Don't try and just talk about blah blah about yourself, like, oh, I got this and I do that. No, just listen. Especially Ukrainian women, it's important when you ask about her family, because we're very family oriented. Ask about her childhood, ask her these kind of things. Don't ask her, oh, what do you do for a living? Like when I first came here to Canada, I was shocked. Like people asking, well, what's your full name? Like, what? Why would you want to know my full name? Like that doesn't make any sense. I still think it's weird. So no, I don't, unless it's the government or I'm applying for a job. You're not getting my last name. Like what? That's just absurd to be asking people. And yeah, don't ask what she does for a living. At least not on the first date. I think it's very disrespectful, and I think it's disrespectful of women to ask the guy, what do you do for a living, on the first date. It shouldn't be mentioned. First date should be all about, like just getting to know each other like as people, as a person. Find out what his character is like, what her character is like, what hobbies they have, what interests they have in common, these kind of things. If if you already find something that you have a lot of things in common, next date, or even over, if you talk on the phone, you can ask these questions, later on a second, third date. But don't lead with this. Like I find it so weird. What do you do for a living? Like even the random people be like, you're just talking at the gym. What do you do for a living? Like, what is it to you? Why are you asking me this? Like that's just weird and just wrong. You don't ask people personal questions right off the bat, and this is very like, or like these modern women, they just flat out asking how much are you making. Like, and the reason why, I don't think, I know the reason why they're asking what do you do for a living, so they can just calculate, if they can calculate, uh but how much money approximately you're making. So um I think, like I said, a good high quality woman is not, she's not going to ask you. That's and if she asks you on a first date, I'm telling you, if it's not a red flag yet, but it's at least a yellow. Okay, let's see. Okay, I will not. Yes, I think. No, hold on a second. I don't know where I stopped now. Okay. Oh yeah, I read that. Basically say. Okay, yeah, I read. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. Okay. So North Saskatchewan guy. Hi. How's weather in Saskatchewan? It's nice here. in Calgary. No way I will bring my nose down to lady. Uh, kind of. What? Then elaborate. No way I will. Okay, so let's go back to the polls. So loyalty at 57, looks still at 0, emotional strength 21, and ambition is 21. Like I said, I am all about ambitions. Okay, secret dance move. Thanks for supporting our country. We do not discuss politics here, but I guess yesterday's situation shocked everyone. Hi, Irinочка. Hi. Okay, let's see. I picked ambition. Thank you. I married a Ukrainian lady, and later she told me she married me because she respected me. Well, gentlemen, yes, a woman will not be with a man whom she does not respect, okay? Again, if she's the gold digger, she'll be with that man, and she will be for the time being while she's milking him for everything he's got, for his money, for his connections, for his uh, resources. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, a woman has to respect you, and men are very simple creatures. I said that before, I'll say it again. Keep his belly full, balls empty, and give him a peace of mind. If he wants to just relax and be quiet, don't bother him with your stuff. you know I personally ask my man when he comes over. I ask him how his day was. Sometimes he wants to talk about it and he'll tell me. Sometimes he's just like, oh, need some time, quiet time. A woman needs to know when to zip it. Okay. And so, like I said, men are simple creatures. All they want really in the relationship, number one, is being respected. Okay. Only then a man can be that leader. Only then he can be the provider. And I know here in the West, a lot of women are like, oh, the man has to be provider, but you have to. And men have no problems being providers. That's one thing I learned throughout my 43 years in life. Men absolutely have no problems being provider, no matter what. But he wants to be respected. Number one, he wants to be loved. He wants to be taken care of. You know, he wants his woman to be loyal. And then listen, if the woman respects a man, respect is one thing I was taught ever since I was a little kid. You have to give everyone a certain amount of respect, and if they break it, it's hard to get it back. Okay, once it's gone, it's usually gone. So respect is given. In my eyes, you have to give everyone the benefit of a doubt. So you have to respect someone because you don't know who they are, where they came from, what they had to deal with. So disrespecting people is not something I do, and I would never do that. Even if I don't respect them, in my head, I will not disrespect them. Okay, I'll just rather just walk away and not deal with them than go out of my ways to disrespect them. That's just shows low class. Okay, actually, no, there's no such thing as low class. There's really either class or no class. Okay, low class, it's just doesn't even make any sense in my head. But to each their own. So men want to be respected, and then if they see a woman loves him, she's loyal to him, she respects him, she listens to what he has to say, she follows his leadership, he'll have no problems providing. Okay, and if a woman is she's a high quality woman, if she's traditional, she won't care how much he provides, because all that matters is your happiness. Like I said, first things first, you have to, for any human being, woman, man, I don't care. Well, it's only two women and men, so that's, but anyway, so in my eyes and in my brain, self-love and self-care are the most important things anybody can do for themselves and for anyone else. So, for example, if I take care of myself, if I love myself, that means I take care of myself. I take care of my body. I take care of my mind. I try to grow as a person. I try to grow in my intelligent ways, in my emotional ways, spiritual, so that automatically makes me a better person. And me being a better person, I will be a better person for my man. So But if you don't want to grow, if you're stuck in your old ways, if you just, okay, well, man, okay, I got this job, which is fine, if you're happy with it within your job, and you don't want to move up, it's fine. Nobody cares. Like, Ukrainian women don't care. If you're stable, if you like the people that you work with. Me personally, I would choose a good, stable, and good environment in the workplace over money. Because I see a lot of people, they go to work, they hate their job, but just because they make good money, and then they come back from work and they're just miserable and they're angry and they just take it out on their spouses, like, I had a shitty day at work, so let me just be an asshole to you, or be a bitch to you. So me personally, I would prefer that my man has opportunities, so many opportunities to move to different places, companies, and make way more money, but he chooses not to because he wants a peace of mind. He doesn't want to be stressed out on daily basis, and just hate or dislike people that he's working with. So, and a good quality traditional woman will choose a man that wants to have a peace of mind, and most men want to have peace, and they want to come home and have not a nagging wife that always, you didn't take out garbage last night, or you just didn't put the cup in in the sink. Like, I was raised that I cater to my man, and I do, because I know he works hard, and that's the least I can do. Is for him, he comes home he comes over from work, he's had a bad day, I'll give him a shoulder rub, give him a massage. I make sure the dinner is ready. By the time he comes home, it's nice and hot, just off the stove. Serve the dinner, then pick up, clean the dishes right away, make sure that then he can sit down and relax, and we can talk about, how his day went. He usually confides in me all the time. So I'm his peace. That's why he's happy with me. And I know he's never gonna go anywhere from me, because I show him love. And um like I said, I don't have much to show for. I'm not a rich woman, nor do I care about the money. Money is just, in my eyes, it's a tool to take you where you want to be. But to me, first things I want to be happy. And happiness, you can't buy it with money, so it comes from within. So you need to work on yourself, and nobody's responsible for your happiness either. You have to be happy within your own body. If you're not happy, if you think you are overweight or you're too skinny, then change your diet, change your way of living. First of all, you need to get enough sleep. People think that, oh, I just sleep 3 hours a day, that's fine, I'm good. you know no, it lifestyle, it's, you can diet all you want, but if you are, first of all, number one, stress, like two, okay, number one killer is stress. Number two is sugar. Okay, so if you need to lose weight, like, I know a lot of people stress eat, and metabolism is not working properly. When you're stressed, I know, when I'm stressed, I don't even want to eat. So I don't have any problems losing weight, but I have problems gaining weight. So, but anyway, so once you are happy within yourself, within your head, only then you can be happy with somebody else. Okay, because if you don't love yourself, if you're not happy with yourself, why would you expect somebody else to love you? Like, it makes no sense. Anyway, let's see. I put ambition, da da da. She respected. So yes, North Saskatchewan. I'm so happy for you. Okay, okay then, Max. Hi, 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 hi. Everybody's saying hello. Ooh, flowers. Is that a flower? Oh no, it's 100%. Never mind. Ugh, I thought I'm wearing glasses to see. And what is going on? Like, oh yeah, I think I see better without glasses. Do I? No, maybe not. Anyway, I can't see far without glasses. How to distinguish that these signs are just of good friendship? Listen, like I said, if she's physical with you, if she touches your hand, and like I said, playing with her hair, being all shy and stuff, giggly, and she's into you. Friends, like I've had male friends before. I would never sit like this with my hair. It was like very straightforward. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's easy for me to tell who's into whom. Like I said, if she's not into you, she's not gonna be all cute. She's just gonna be pretty straightforward with you, and she'll probably most likely tell you. And to be honest with you, listen, I'm not sure why it is so hard for some men to ask that question. Do you like me in the romantic way? Why are you so afraid of being rejected? I mean, when you apply for a job, right? There are a few, candidates. Are you not going to apply for the job because they might tell you no? Because I know if there's a good job out there and I have a chance, I'll go and apply for it. The worst they can say is no, and then move on. That's another thing that's like some men are insecure and they're scared of rejection, but it's life. It's life. If you're gonna be afraid of making the next step because oh my god they might say no, oh my god this might not work out. You think do you know how many successful people that are super duper successful, they failed 99% out of 100. All it takes is one yes. Okay, and so man, please don't be scared to be rejected. It's not that big of a deal. It's only a big deal if you make it a big deal. It's simple. You know what? Screw this. I think I need to clean them anyway. Anyway, so don't be scared to be rejected. Just move on. Move on. I think it's best you get rejected and deal with it because, and again, I'm not saying that, you have to be rejected so many times. No, but I mean, after certain times you get rejected, you get immune to it. You just won't care. It's like, okay, well, you want to go on a date? No, thanks. Okay, bye. So you have to start somewhere. If you're gonna be just in your head, it's like, oh my god, she's gonna say no. Oh my god, they're not gonna hire me. Oh my god, do I try this? Oh my goodness, no. Then you're never gonna get out of your comfort zone, and you'll never grow as a person. You'll never achieve things. That's the thing. Like I was in that mindset for a long time too, where I was in my comfort zone and I put up with abuse and all sorts of things because I thought, well, maybe I don't deserve better, but I do. And now I have that someone better that treats me with respect, with love and care. So just being rejected, who cares? Move on. Don't make a big deal out of it. Okay, well, didn't work out. Yeah, next. And like I said, I know some men. I know of some men that they want to be with someone so bad that they will just settle down for anyone, and then they will put up with disrespect and all this. But I'm telling you guys, don't forget you are kings. You don't have to settle down for someone who does not respect you, doesn't want to be around you, will not show you love, will not show you care, won't hold your hand in public. So that's just my opinion, and I know I'm a woman, so okay, to do. Let's see. Okay, let's see what else or character type. Okay, so to do what? Okay, I kind of lost here. No, no, okay, how to distinguish and size a good friendship or character type. Well, character type, I guess you should be um character again. You need that's why I say first date you need to pick a place where, like I said, just talk, get to know each other as people. Don't be like, oh, let me take her to the fancy restaurant, and oh, she's sitting there. It's like, oh my god, look at this meal. They're snapping pictures of it or whatnot. I tend to do this because I write reviews on Google. Not for myself. I don't care about that dish. I make prettier plates. I make better food than any restaurant. So, but I write reviews. So I will take pictures. But she'll be like, "Oh my God, 5-star restaurant. Look at this and look at who's wearing what." Like it could be distracting. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, it could be distracting. So something simple. And if she doesn't want to go to for a coffee, then she's a write off right there and then. If she already wants you to take her to a fancy restaurant, I don't care where she's from, even if she's from Ukraine. No, that's a red flag. Okay. And I know Ukrainian women, like I said before, when I was single, I've had men that trying to impress me and want to take me out on a fancy date. And I'm like, no, because I was raised, my grandma always told me that if a man is taking you out on the first date and he is willing to spend a lot of money, he is expecting something else back. Okay. And I wouldn't blame them. Like, I mean, yeah, if you're gonna go and drop $200-300 on dinner, you gotta get something back, right? That's why I think the women should not accept fancy dates on the first date. Period. Okay. So you go something simple. If it's nice outside and you live some in the city where there's street food, like food trucks, go there. If you guys go for a walk, get hungry, get something on the fly, something. But don't take them to McDonald's or Burger King. Ukrainian women do not eat that crap. Okay, so don't. That'll be an insult. If you don't wanna, if you if you can't afford to take her out other than coffee and maybe like a donut, don't take her to McDonald's. Okay, don't take her to fast food restaurants, because that would be an insult to me, because Ukrainian women, we take pride in how we look. We make sure we eat healthy. We always eat healthy. Okay, so that's a no. Don't even try it. Okay, because right there and then, I know if the guy would try to, if let's say I was single, if the guy was like, "Oh, let's go to McDonald's," I'd be like, "Yeah, okay, no, no, thanks, I'm done." No. But that's why before you even take her out, ask her what kind of food she likes. Maybe she's got allergies. Maybe she can't eat some certain food. Maybe she cannot eat shellfish, and you take her out to a seafood place. No, that's why I said, just get to know each other before even going on the date. A little bit. Like, for example, when my man took me out to dinner for the first time we went on the first date, he found out. Like, I told him, because we talked for a while. We were friends actually for about 3 months. We were just friends, and we hung out as friends, talked, text messaging, talking on the phone. And he found out about, that I was a vegan. So he made sure he's taking me. He didn't take me to a steakhouse. He loves his steak. So, like, yes, he would have loved to take me to that's what he told me. He wanted to take me to a steakhouse, but then he found out I'm vegan, so he's like, okay, I'm not taking her there, obviously. So, but like I said, first date, something simple, very simple. Get to know each other, see the body language. Okay, if she's kind of like sitting like this and she's like, with her arms crossed. Okay, arms crossed like this in any way, it means body language is that's what it means. Okay, especially if somebody sits like this, that's a standoffish gesture. So don't don't even bother. Okay, let's see. Ta-ra-ra-ra. Yes, weather's nice. Yeah, it's nice here. We're going to Banff today. Woohoo! I don't know if you guys know about Banff, but yeah, hot springs. That was relevant. Relevant. I said relevant. Elephant in the room. Anyway, you point of not chasing a lady if she's not in. Yes, yes. Don't. You listen. Like I said, ask if you're interested in a woman. Don't be like, oh yeah, I want to, like, whatever. Like, be a gentleman about it and say, hey, well, I'm interested in you. Would you like to? Are you interested in me? Would you like to go get to know each other? Would you like to go for a coffee? And if she says, no, I don't want coffee. I want to go to no, I want to go to a fancy restaurant, then she's not interested in you. Right there, off the bat, And then she might say, well, I was interested, but you weren't willing to spend money on me. Meh, meh, meh. And again, it just shows she's a gold digger. Okay. A good woman, and if she likes you, she'll be happy to go for a walk. Okay. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this because me and my man, we went for walks. We still go for walks all the time. It's not only because, it doesn't cost you anything, it's also good for your health. So I suggest everyone to walk at least 10 minutes a day. Let's see. Okay, let's see that. Okay. Then, okay, in Europe, here it is very difficult for a man to be sole provider for a family. It's difficult everywhere. It's not just in Europe. In Ukraine, do you think, in Ukraine, oh my gosh, it's going deeper. Anyway, in 15 minutes, I'll dig it out, the splinter. It's, do you think in Ukraine, like, all women work? I mean, ever since like I was a little baby, my great grandma, she didn't have a job at the time, but she would get up early in the morning, like spring, summer, winter, and autumn. She is in the garden, digging, planting, harvesting. Then winter comes, like just, I mean, fall comes, autumn comes, she is preserving vegetables, she's making jams, compotes, pickles, this, that. That's what all she did. That's all what like all the women in my family did. So yeah, everybody, like all Ukrainian women work. What do you think? How do you think, like, well, what, especially if they're single, who do you think is paying their bills? Who do you think does that? Like, it's not a flex, Here, women is like, I'm independent. I got a job. I pay for myself. It's not a flex. It's just something that everybody does when it's called being an adult. I don't understand why it's like, well, I got an education. Well, good for you. Okay. And then, are you a good person? Are you nurturing? Are you loving? Are you caring? Are you loyal? Are you respectful? Those are the things that the men are looking for in a woman. And listen, yeah, it's unless the guy is super rich, then he makes, I don't know, let's say 6 figures. You can't really survive on one income household. You can't. I mean, you could probably if there's only two of you, but if you want to start a family, you have to have two income household. Simple as that. No matter where you go. No matter where you go in the world, it's only the top tier of men that make 6 figure and 7 figures that they can afford to have kids and the wife sitting at home and doing nothing. Well, not nothing if she's at home with kids, but okay, let's see. The economic system is not designed to allow this. Yeah, like you go anywhere, you go to Asia, you go to Middle East. Well, Middle East, okay, maybe a little bit different. Never been, don't have any desires, so I can't really speak on that. But anyway, okay, let's see. Zhenya and Irina, if I may ask, if you can tell, what is the successful rate of marriages on a 10-year scale that happened through match guarantee? Honestly, can't tell you. I have to, honestly, I'm not gonna, and I don't want to lie. Okay, so I'll hopefully Irina can get the statistics for you. Actually, I kind of want to know too, because I don't have these statistics, and I'm not about to start making stuff up. I know I've read the reviews, and I mean, I've seen pictures and videos of happy couples, but I don't know. I'll ask if Irina can get it for you tomorrow. Then come back on next Saturday, then, and I will get those. I will get those numbers for you. Okay. Okay. Fear of rejection, shyness, and impact. That, for example, she will most likely be your friend, and then okay, or you can. Okay, so I know the traditional women, they will expect a man to make the first move, even if they like you. Sometimes they will wait and wait and wait, and if the man is not making the first move, she will automatically assume, okay, well, I guess he's not interested in me, and they will sadly move on. even if they like the guy, because traditional women will not ask you out. It's the modern women that have the masculine personality and traits. They'll be like, okay, I have no problems asking a guy out. But the really feminine woman won't go and ask a man, hey, like, you want to go out? That just doesn't happen. Okay. Ukrainian women are feminine. Okay. We're not feminists. Okay. It's only feminists that have no problems. Like, okay, well, he's hot. Go in their DM. Oh my God, look at your body. No, feminine women don't do these things. So, and also, feminine women will not be rude about telling you no. Thank you. I'm not interested. They'll be upfront with you. They're not gonna, BS you. So, okay, so what if she doesn't like you? Wouldn't you rather know than keep guessing all your life? Well, should have made a blech. Should I have made that move or not? What if years pass by, you don't make the move, and she was interested in you, and then later on she's already married or whatnot, you're married, and then you'd be like, well, oh, guess what? I had a crush on you. And she'd be like, oh, guess what? I had a crush on you too. So I know these things that has happened before, and then they regretted, both of them. It's like, crap, I'm already married. Ah, crap, I'm already married. But they should have been a couple. So okay, she says no to you. Okay, it'll hurt, it'll sting. Okay, so what? But at least you know. At least you know where you stand, instead of guessing. Oh, should I have applied for that job, or should I have done this? Maybe I should have pursued a different career. No, well, you'll never know. Once it's done, it's done, it's gone. And then you can't change the past. That's why, if you see an opportunity, go for it. If it doesn't work out, move on. This is life. You can't expect everything to fall into your lap, and you can't expect not to be disappointed in life. Like, it's just life. Okay. Anyway, let's go see. Back to, okay. So, what do Ukrainian women value most in a man? Back to polls. Loyalty 53%, looks still 0, emotional strength 21, ambition up to 26. Okay, 26. So there you have it. Ambition is growing a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's see. Bum bum bum. And if she is a coworker, the situation could be even worse for many people because you are likely to see her very often. Well, first of all, do not shit where you eat. Sorry for my language, but don't. Start. Do not start. Work affairs. Do not mess around in school. Do not mess around with your neighbors. Do not mess around at work. That's just bottom line. You guys, check it out. Free matchmaking consult. You have nothing to lose. You're not obligated. So just check it out. Check out. Ladies are beautiful. And again, we don't have the super young ladies in the 20s. No, they're 30s and up. Okay, so these are the women that we have here. Okay, but okay, so yeah, do not mess around with people at work, because otherwise you're gonna learn it the hard way. Okay, don't. And I don't know, like, unless you have really strong feelings for her, and no, this is gonna be awkward. If she says no, it's gonna be very awkward. So just move on. That's my personal opinion. That's my advice to you. But that's, like I said, that's just my, okay. Let's see. Because, like, okay, what? Shyness, she's a coworker. Okay. Gender rejection can be quite hurtful and the self-esteem for many people. Self-esteem. Again, how should I put it? It can be hurtful, yes, but as a man, you should be a strong man. And well, back in the days, like even I don't know, like hundreds of years ago, okay, the woman says no, okay, fine. Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with men these days. Kind of being too like see, this is why emotional strength is a very good trait. That's one thing about Slavic men. They're emotionally very strong, strong-minded men. Um. So again, not to hurt anybody's feelings again, but you as a man need to be a little bit stronger mentally. To I mean, it's just a rejection. So, like I said, then if you can't handle rejection, then keep wondering all your life. You keep staying in the same job, try not to get then don't aim for getting a promotion, don't aim for a healthy relationship. Just honestly, just be by yourself. I mean, and I'm like I said, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but if you're that scared of rejection, what it's a no. Like, and if you don't ask, you'll never know. So to me it just doesn't make any sense when people don't try and go for something that they like. Okay, so what, you get rejected, okay, don't think about it too much, move on. There are other things in life than, okay, what is that the only woman on the planet? There's what, 8 billion of people, and there are more women in the world than men. So um i I want to understand why men so scared of rejection, but I just don't understand, because I mean, even I've been rejected before, I think. But again, like again, my opinion, I don't live in the men's head. I only live in my own head. I only see my perspective. I can see somewhat, I can understand where you guys are coming from, but I've never been in those situations. I'm not a dude, so I can't really say what it feels like to be rejected as a man. Okay. So I can't say anything about that. It's like I said, just my own opinion, and my opinion could be wrong. And most likely it is wrong. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. Okay, so I can support a lady for 1.5 years, and after that she has to start working. Um Well, you know what? She can start working pretty much right. I mean, okay, let's say you bring her from another country and she needs to learn the language. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, she needs to start working. She can't be just sitting on her butt and doing nothing. What is it? Like unless you guys have kids, but even like in this society, it's a different society these days. Like, you gotta pay lots of taxes. And even back in the day when there were kings, what do you think these peasants did? Like, what, you think the wife stayed at home and did nothing? She was digging in that garden and planting and cooking and cleaning and taking care of the kids. Men went out hunting and stuff. So it's like, that's why I say, the marriage and the relationship, you guys are a union. Okay, so you both have to do the work. Like I said, if man has the means to support his wife and she doesn't have to work, and then maybe he doesn't want her to work, because let me tell you one thing, that Slavic men, like Eastern European men, if they have the means, they don't want the wife to work. They want the wife to stay home, take care of the house, take care of the kids, make sure the dinner's ready, make sure the house is clean, his laundry is clean, everything is ironed. He much rather prefer that. Okay. But if you both have to work, then you both have to work. It's simple as that. If you want to survive, this is how it works. It's you guys are a union. You guys have to work together. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, so what happens when a divorce between a foreign and Ukrainian lady happens? Usually she will take the kids with her. Then I can't tell you on that. I'm not in that situation. I am a Canadian citizen. I have been for a long time. I've lived here for 26 years. I don't have any kids. I've never been married. But I mean, let's say you marry a Ukrainian woman, she most likely will stay there. She won't take the kids away from you. Okay. Why would she want to? She, like a good quality woman, she will, even if you guys don't work out, she will still want you to be in the kid's life. She will not be like, oh well, you know what, because we're divorced. Like Ukrainian women are very good at co-parenting. Okay. Like when my dad left us, I barely even saw him after that. But there was no such a thing. Like my mom was never spoke bad about him. Never. Never one bad word about him. You know, she suffered, you know, by herself there, cried herself to sleep. I did too. But she never talked bad about my dad, even though her feelings were hurt. So, um, yeah, a good quality woman, she's not gonna prevent you from seeing the children because you know her priority will be is the children, and the children will want to have both parents in their lives, and no matter what, we care. Like Ukrainian women are very family oriented, and we want to like we teach our kids like there's discipline, there's structure, there's not it's not like here. That's why I was very hesitant to have kids. Well, number one, I didn't have the right man to have kids with. I didn't want to have kids with just for the sake of having them, so I held off. And at this point, mm, I can't even have kids. But the bottom line is that in Ukraine, discipline comes first and structure. Okay, there's no such thing as like, well, you know, go clean your room. Nah, I don't want to do it. Yeah, oh yeah, you do, or you're gonna get. Mm, okay, not necessarily in every family, but spanking allowed and even encouraged in some cases. Okay, I don't see anything wrong with it. But here, this is why this generation, like kids are growing up throwing tantrum in the middle of the mall, screaming, throwing things off the shelf. It's like, what? What? No, this kind of stuff won't fly in Ukraine. Mm-mm. Anyway, okay. So for me, I prefer a lady who can speak English well. Well, then you know what? When I first came here, I didn't speak any English, but English is a very easy language to learn. So you know, and all it takes is just daily practice. You can learn English in Ukraine, but if you don't speak it on daily basis, it's never going to be the same. It's like I came here, I didn't speak any English. I think 6 months in, I was already very good. I could communicate. But even till now, I've been here for almost 26 years. I'm still learning because there are words that you don't use on in daily vocabulary. So it's and if it pops up, I mean, right away, I translate it, or if it doesn't translate into Russian, or I will look it up. I will write it down. You live, you learn. You can't just be expected to know everything anyway. So, okay, whoever you are, Pravin, hello, how are you? Okay, let's see. Choo-choo-choo. From what you know, if you know. Okay, okay, and then let's see. Okay, looking for my soulmate right here. Well, how old are you? Like I said, our ladies are most of them mid 30s and up. Like that, we have a few in the 20s. Okay, okay, Dan Max. Okay, you guys, it's been an hour because it will start easier for her to integrate. First of all, then I'm telling you, most people in Ukraine nowadays speak basic English. Well, other than elderly, but newer gen like most people speak English, like at least the very fundamentals, and then everything else. Like I said, you speak if when it becomes your primary language, it's easy to pick up. It's not like learning Russian. Let me tell you this: Russian is one of the hardest languages to learn. So English is very very easy. I don't know, like took me no time. Okay, poo-poo. Okay, so mental growth angel. Okay, by the way, angel is your name is Ivan. Hi, Ivan. So angel. Okay, I wouldn't mind to learn Ukrainian. Yeah, good luck. Ukrainian is a little bit easier than Russian, just simply because Ukrainian is written how it's written. That's how you read it. In Russian, it's different. I mean, English is kind of tricky, read and read spelled the same, but depends on what it's how it is in the sentence. That's how you anyway, it yeah. But to learn it just to speak is easy. To write, maybe not as easy. I don't know. To me, like my grammar is better than I even know how to spell some words that I've never even heard before. I don't know because my mind is very, very logical. So and I kick ass in Scrabble. Okay, so where I live. Anyway, do. Okay, you guys, but I really need to go. So let me answer a couple more questions and then I'm done. Because I'm leaving to Banff and I still have to make coffee with lion's mane and then make breakfast. Irina once said that that is rare for Ukrainian lady to stay until the second half of 30s without marriage. Yes, most like I said, because Ukrainian women we don't date just for the sake of dating, like in the West. People here is like, oh well, let's just try it out and see. Like, what if we start dating? That's why we're hesitant to go in the relationship because once we start the relationship, we are aiming. This is what we want. This is the man I want, and we already thinking of next move, which is moving in together, marriage. Okay, because we just don't like to be dating. Okay, well, let's try this guy, or this one doesn't work. Let's try it out. This is very common here in the West, but in Ukraine, if we date to marry. Okay, so if I hope that answered your question. Okay, mental growth, love languages. I speak five already. Right on, Ivan. Okay, and then what is it? What could be the reason such ladies didn't get married? Like I said, they've probably been married and divorced. People in Ukraine marry young. Like I said, people don't usually move in together unless they're married. So, and I also think, moving into like getting married too young is without getting to know someone very well. It's usually a mistake. People just be like, oh, yeah, you know what? I'm in, oh, like so much love, in love, this, that. But what people don't understand now that I'm older now, I know this. I've lived with three men before, so I know how it's. You can get along so well, and when you don't live together, you can get along. She can stay at your place, you can stay at her place. Blah blah blah. Everything's peachy, right? But it's a completely different dynamics, different environment once you move in together. Once you live together and then daily in and out 24/7, you're together. It's a completely different situation. So I personally suggest for any couple before they get married, tie the knot, and get start popping babies out, is to try and live together for at least, I don't know, 6 months. Give it a try to see if you guys are compatible. Because like I said, I've been in a relationship. I thought, oh my god, he's the one for me, blah blah blah. Then we start living together. I'm like, oh my gosh, no, no, I gotta get the hell out of here because that's. And like I said, before we moved in together, everything was peachy. Oh my god, so adorable and in love and then once we moved in together, I knew that this was not going to be a happy marriage. I knew that was not going to be a happy relationship, so I got the heck out. Oh, that's my opinion, and I think it's okay. In Spanish, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, mi amigo? Muy bien. Mental growth, yeah, maybe 5 languages. Some of them are Latin origin. Yeah, okay. So, anyway, you guys, I would really like to stay and chat more because I really love doing this with you guys. I do. But I really need to go. Like I said, today is our day of going out of town, going to which okay, hold on a second. What? Always moving these things around and it's hard. Oh, there we go. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to Banff. I don't know if you guys know about this. Is like a little town up in the mountains. We're gonna go on gondola and then hot springs. Maybe do a little bit of like sightseeing as well. I thought about hiking, but it's still muddy and dirty, so yeah, not yet. But so you guys have a good day. Have a wonderful Saturday. Come back tomorrow, same time for Irina's podcast. Listen to what she has to say. I will be here too to support her and put in my 5 cents. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Let me play the last video. Love you. Thank you so much for being here. Please like the video. Please subscribe so you can listen to me talk about stuff. Thank you for your support.
Hi guys! Say, have you ever wondered how us, beautiful Ukrainian women, rate you? Well, now you can go calculate your score at yoursmv.com.